Hi everyone, my name is Natalie. Today I wanted to do the Invisible Cities announcement for October. I believe the information you need about the project below in case you're new to it. And the two countries we'll be focusing on in October is Greece and Afghanistan. I will share, as usual, some books that I have my eye on for these two countries, and hopefully that will give you some idea of books that is available from these countries in case you're looking for ideas. I would also love if you have any books that you are looking at and they are not these books. I would love to hear about them in the comments. I'm always looking for recommendations. I'll start off with books from Greece. The first one I have is Seven Lives and One Great Love by Lena Devani. This is a story told from a cat's perspective, and that is one of those gimmicks that I actually like. For some reason, this is a thing that I like. It says, anyone who has ever lived with cats knows how cunning, tender, smart, ferocious, underhanded, ingenious, foolish, and completely adorable they can be. These words describe Sugar Zack to a T, so the cat in this book is called Sugar Zack. This is the epic story of the love between Sugar Zack in his seventh life, a keenly intelligent and observant cat, and the damsel, a writer with a frenetic, dispersive lifestyle and apparent abhorrence of things feline. So it's basically a character study from a cat's perspective, which sounds so fun. Another book that I have my eye on is The Scattered Papers of Penelope, New and Selected Poems by Katerina Angelaki-Rook. Okay, so this has been translated by several people, and it is edited by Karen Van Dyke. And this is a poetry collection. Bold, sensual, and brash, she re-examines the Greek myth and history through the female body, the body of Penelope, the poet's own body, scarred by illness, the bodies of stray animals. Other poems and sequences take the form of a journal kept during the First Gulf War, prose poems about modern violence and the destruction of nature, existential musings on beings and things on their own, and lush descriptions of the domestic world on the poet's adopted home island of Aegina. So both the combination of the nature and the body was what drew me to this book, because I really like writing that explores the physical experience of a body. And the Greek myth is an interesting angle, given how often women in Greek myth are abused and have no control over their bodies, or that control is often taken away from them. And then the last one for Greece is The Sleepwalker by Margarita Karapanou, translated by Karen Emmerich. And this author has several books that sounded really interesting. This was just the one that drew me, that I felt most drawn to right now. At the opening of Margarita Karapanou's stunning second novel, in disgust at mankind, God vomits a new messiah onto the earth, or rather onto a Greek island. And it's about this messiah sort of meddling into the life of people on this island, I assume. In The Sleepwalker, Karapanou has created an unforgettable depiction of a dissolute world, desperately comic and full of compassion, a world in which nightmare and miracle both uneasily reside. The combination of all of the things in this sounds so good. The books I'm looking at for Afghanistan is two poetry collections. The first one is I Am the Beggar of the World, Land Days from Contemporary Afghanistan. After learning the story of a teenage girl who was forbidden to write poems and set herself on fire in protest, the poet Eliza Griswold and the photographer Seamus Murphy journey to Afghanistan to learn about these women and collect their land days. The poems gathered in I Am the Beggar of the World express a collective rage, a lament, a filthy joke, love of homeland, an aching longing, a call to arms, all of which belly any facile image of a passionate woman as nothing but a mute ghost beneath a blue burqa. So it sounds like it's almost like an oral history from women's perspective in Afghanistan. The other option is within a similar vein. It's called Load Poems Like Guns, Women's Poetry from Herat. And this has been edited, I think, by Frazana Mary, a groundbreaking collection of poetry by 8 contemporary Afghan women poets in English translation on face with the original Persian Dari text. These poets live in Herat, the ancient epicenter of literature and the arts. The last of the Afghanistan books I have is A Curse on Dostoyevsky by Atiq Rahimi, and this has been translated by Polly MacLean. And the title gives you an indication of what this is about. It's kind of not a retelling, but it's kind of a retelling, or at least it's related to Crime and Punishment. It says, reading Dostoevsky in Afghanistan becomes crime without punishment. Rasul remembers reading Crime and Punishment as a student of Russian literature in Leningrad. So when, with an axe in hand, he kills the wealthy old lady who prostitutes his beloved Sophia, he thinks twice before taking her money or killing the woman whose voice he hears from another room. He wishes only to expiate his crime and be rightfully punished. Out of principle, he gives himself up to the police. You can guess that doesn't end well for him. At once a nostalgic ode to the magic of Persian tales and a satire on a dire reality of now, A Curse on Dostoevsky also portrays the resilience and wit of Afghani women, an aspect of his culture that Rahimi never forgets. So again, sounds fantastic, and I guess the theme for my Afghanistan picks is women from this country. So those are the books that I'm looking at for the 2 countries we'll be reading from in October. Again, I would love to have any recommendations for movies or for books or music or food even that is vegan friendly. Definitely feel free to share in the comments below. I would love to know if you're interested in any of these books, and hope you're all well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.